Hello, so today I'm going to talk about the wheres and whats of Linux programs. I say Linux, but this will also work on a Mac, so maybe Unix programs. Okay, the first one is where a program is. So it's possible that on your computer you could have a couple different versions of a program installed. So I can run Python. That works fine for me, 3.8.2, but let's say I had multiple versions of Python installed and I want to see which one am I actually using. I can type which Python. It's going to tell me that I'm using the Python that's located in user bin Python. Now, maybe you're on a system that already has another version of Python installed. You install a newer version. So maybe your system already has Python 2 installed. You install Python 3. So if you've ever run into that issue where you install a new version of something and you still get the behavior of the old version, you can check which and then the name of the program and find out which one you're using. Now, just because I type which Python and I see user bin Python, it doesn't mean that that's the only Python I have installed in my system. In fact, I probably have quite a few. So where is Python? Now, the whereis command is going to give me a list of all files that have the name, or the word Python in the name. So I see I have Python 3.8. I have Python 2.7, I have a config file, I have a man file. So I can use lots of different versions of Python. It just happens that which Python is the first one in my path, and that is Python 3.8. Just as proof, I can do user bin Python 2.7 version. There we go. So if I really needed to use Python 2.7, I have it available to me. Okay, so that's the where of programs. Now the what of programs. So what is Python? You can actually ask Linux this. What is Python? And it'll tell you. Python, an interpreted, interactive, object-oriented programming language. Wow. So how does that work? What is? Display one-line manual page descriptions. Okay, so what is, that's really hard to say. What is a program that prints out the one-line description from the man page. Now, if you want a little bit more information, and you probably would, you can say man Python. So this is going to give me the actual manual for Python. People say, read the manual. Here's the manual. And you'll see that it's actually super long. But right up here, we've got that line from what is. Okay, so if you want to find out something about any command, you can say, what is the name of the command? ls. Great. And then I can say man ls, and it'll tell me all about ls. The man pages are great, and I strongly recommend that you read them. You'll learn a lot of interesting information digging through those pages, but sometimes you just want the TLDR, and it would be really nice if you could just say TLDR Python. And in fact, you can. Now, this is the only command that won't come pre-installed on your system. You'll actually have to go out and get it. It's available at tldr.sh, and you can read through how it works here. The default client is a Node client. That's what I have installed, but apparently they have a client written in just about every language. So feel free to install whatever you want. TLDR pages are not a replacement for the man page. They just give you the high-level overview of something, and often it's the commands that you actually really want to run. A great example of when you might want to use TLDR is for commands that have complicated signatures. So if I have PS, it shows me a list of processes. I know that PSAUX will show me more processes, but I can never really keep it all in my head. So I use TLDR PS, and it's going to give me the most common usages. TLDR Python. Okay, there we go. So we've got different ways that you can use Python to execute a script versus an expression versus a module. TLDR. There we go. All right, the last command I'm going to show here is the fanciest command, and it's called Apropos. Just joking, it's called Apropos. So Apropos is a really cool program. What it does is the man pages, the one-line description that we saw earlier, where you type what is and you get something from the man page, Apropos will search all of those for a string that you give it. So if I say apropos Python, it's going to give me any man page that any man page's description that matches Python. So pip, Python, Python distro, and all the different versions I have. Let's try another. Apropos bash. Great, I've got bash and I've got bash bug. Bash bug is actually a program that you can use to report bugs in bash. Of course, I can do apropos as well. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I'm going to do a quick review. Which grep? Where is grep? What is grep? Man grep? TLDR grep. And that's a lot of really useful information. And then finally, apropos grep. All right, hope you learned something. Have a great day.